My name's Adrian Challis. I am an artist and writer based in Liverpool. I'm co-founder of an organisation called the Spark Collective. I also do solo pieces, and I also work with a company called Visual Stress. We've been making shows together. Well, the first Visual Stress show was 88, the first Spark Collective show was 87, so we're veterans. And we're kind of coping with the fact that we're the elders. And yeah, we've done an awful lot of work together. We're kind of interested in the magical roots of performance and art, and in bringing about interesting social change through circuitous routes, I guess, possible futures. Also at the moment I'm just starting to embark on a solo piece for myself, which is looking at some experiences I had when I was really young. I was taken to America when I was 7, and I was told the next day that I was to be on national television, which I was. I was on a show called The Uncle Al Show, which was an early 70s, well, it's actually the longest running TV show in America apparently. But they put me on that, and then when I got back from there, I went back to council estate in Lincoln, which is where I was growing up, and on Christmas Day there was a phone call, and my mum and dad disappeared for a couple of weeks, and then when they came back they told me my auntie had died. And then a little while ago, then when I was about 14 years after that, I found out that in actual fact she'd killed herself. And an awful lot of other things were revealed to me on the same night, and that's kind of carried on to affecting me for quite some time. And I've only just started to come round to that and get a little handle on what all of that has meant. And had various breakdowns and all that kind of stuff, and then in February this year I was diagnosed with bipolar. So I'm just kind of rebuilding myself, and I want to do a show that explores some of those issues, hopefully in quite a universal rather than an aren't I great, I was on telly when I was a kid thing kind of way. So yeah, so that's kind of good, and I'm just applying for some R&D funding for that. I'm also applying for an artist in residence time and space commission, which is at Metal in Liverpool, which is a really interesting artist run initiative based at Edge Hill Station. And hopefully, if that comes off, I'll get that for about a year. So I'd had quite a bit of a difficult time. I was pretty successful as an artist for a good 20 years, and then I decided that I was going to go and work for the Citizens Advice Bureau and put a bit back, and that kind of led me to have a bit of a breakdown. So I'm now back being an artist and wanting to be one. That was the problem, was I lost it a bit. I lost my mojo, but I just couldn't see the point of anything anymore. And thankfully that feels like that's come to an end now, so I'm starting to feel like I'm making big changes for the future. Hopefully, that's the plan at least, fingers crossed. And today has helped with that too, talking and meeting with an awful lot of interesting people who all seem to have a kind of coming from quite a similar place in terms of the kind of social usefulness, I think is probably the best way of putting it, the social usefulness of art, collectivity and community. So yeah, watch this space. I hope it's going to be good.